Introducing social banking from GT Bank. Anywhere, anytime, any device.
My name is Davies Okundaye. My grandparents, they are artists, and that is how I come to become an artist. I started my first gallery in 1968, and I started from my bedroom, and I call it African Art #1 shop. I call it Art Shop in Osogbo. In 1968, it's only expatriates that come to Osogbo to buy our wall hanging. But indigo is already known in Osogbo. People will come all the way to come and buy Aso, Alaro, because Osogbo is called the home of indigo. That is how all of us who are doing ADIRE, we try to base in Osogbo. Osogbo is a place that accommodates everybody. So when I opened this art shop in 1968, I started small, and little by little, I was able to move to Lagos in 1996, and I started the gallery in Lagos. I started training the female in 1968, and the shop I told you I have now is my work and 15 other female artists in Osogbo. So that is what we are marketing. We put it on the bed. The bed is our table, and then the children sleep under the bed in the night. In the night, we remove our fabric and keep it inside our basket. So in the morning, we will clean the room and put a nice batik on top of it, and now put our cloth on top. And anyone we want to put as alawuna, which is wall hanging, then we will take a big nail up to this much and knock it on the wall. The nail will be sticking like this. When we pull the cloth to sell to Igbo, there will be a hole. Then we say, yes, yeah, you don't need to frame the edge, just leave it like that. So when I now see how painting is hung properly, I always give thanks to American government for giving me the opportunity to travel to their country, and they sponsor the whole trip by then. This gives me an idea to come back and do something that I saw over there. We were privileged. We are the first African artists to go to America in '74, and they asked us to bring something that will benefit our own country back to our country, because we have people from Tanzania, not only Nigeria, but they took us to galleries and they took us to museums, and they will allow us to see the craft over there. So when I get there, I say, oh, the gallery I'm thinking I have in Nigeria, which I call art shop, is nothing comparing to this. And I said, I would love to build a real gallery where everybody's voice will be heard. And this is my dream come true. Anything you are doing, you do it proper, and make sure you are honest, and package yourself in a way that you plan what you want to do in the next 2 years, what I want to achieve. I always plan it ahead, because when you make money today, you may not make in another 3 months. But I keep working. I don't say because I have to sell this before I make another one. When I see that I don't sell, I will go and do bricklayer work to have enough money to buy material. And that is what I do. When I travel, I will go from one state to another state. I go on a bus instead of flying, because the money of the bus to go to the whole 50 states by then is only $350. But when you want to fly, it's more money. So I always plan how I want my money to go. So if I make, let's say I make 1,000, I divide it into 3. One go to my family, one go to my work, and one go to my center. So when I now say that this work can take me abroad, I now say, let me teach more female, especially the young people who are on the street selling cola nut, selling peanut. So if I can make money through this textile, That is how I started the center. It's free of charge. You can learn whatever technique you like, either pen and ink, weaving, ADIRE Eleso, ADIRE Alabere, Ashoke. We have Ashoke Center in my village, which is Kogi. The one in Abuja is for youth, for both young people who finish university who cannot get a job. Then the one in Osogbo is for either people who are interested in art, who have art in them, and you cannot really bring it out. So we can bring it out of them. And it's free, and any work they do belong to them. They work for themselves. When you produce something good, immediately I see it, I know what we sell and what the one that can take you to a greater point. But you have to start from something. If I don't like it, some people will like it. So what I do, I let you hang it. People will judge. People will come, oh, they will say, oh, this is lovely. Oh, who is the artist? Then another person will comment. Then I will give you feedback that this work I don't like, oh, these people like it, oh. Continue to do it, oh. But me, I know good work right away. I know. You see the work behind you there is done by Peju Alatise, and it's one of our icons in Nigeria right now. She's only 35, and she finished as an architect, and look at her work. Her work is excellent. So when you look at something like that, in fact, some people when they come, they will say, a woman to do this? Why not? If a woman is talented, they can do better. This is butterfly, taking all the different mixed media and put it together as a wall hanging. Nigerian wood, you put wine inside. And this is the one from the north. We call it shuku. It's like a tree. This is Grace Hart. Grace is one of the very renowned female artists in Nigeria who has used, he only used all this ADIRE one to show that you can also wear, if you don't have time to do your hair tie, here is your hair tie for you. Well, as you see, a lot of women have suffered. I suffer. When I say somebody suffer, my suffering started at the age of 6, carrying water, carrying firewood for people to be able to speak English. I only finished primary 6. I didn't go to any university or any secondary school just because I cannot afford it. So I have, even for this little one I'm saying now, I go to school maybe 4 times in a week or 3 times a week to be able to pay for my school fees. I'm always working as a farmer, do gari, and I know a lot of people also who come from a poor background like me. They end up being where they don't like. But through the artwork, they were able to ride the car. All the places where they work, they are able to take their car there. That is why I love to see female there. Also, our children, when they finish university in those days, you get a car. They give you a house. Now, you finish university, you cannot even get a job. So all this make me feel like the only thing we can do is to be our brother's keeper or our sister's keeper. Lift ourselves up, no matter what you have, share it. Nigeria is always sharing. And we will all get up there, not to wait for the government to do everything for us. If we help the government, we are helping ourselves.